Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, look, we're cutting the crap right away today.
Yeah, let's just get into it.
We've got this absolutely brutal scene-by-scene breakdown, unauthorized, obviously, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. So if you showed up looking for, like, a polite, clean review, you're in the wrong damn place.
Absolutely. This is the deep dive. It's uncensored. It's R-rated. We're here to really tear into this thing. It's pure Gothic horror drama.
Exactly. And it's not about, jump scares or cheap thrills.
No, not at all. Del Toro's vision, it's like a psychological demolition job. It's all about generational trauma. It's a really, really fucked up family story, just steeped in violence, denial, all that good stuff.
So our mission basically is to pull out the core themes. Spoilers are happening, obviously, full spoilers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to understand why this adaptation hits so hard on, like, abusive fathers, the insane hubris of creation.
And that big question, right? Can forgiveness actually fix damage this messed up?
It's the core, yeah.
And the casting. Man, the casting just nails it from the get-go. It holds the whole fucked up thing together.
Totally. Oscar Isaac as Victor. He's an ambitious, narcissistic, honestly, kind of repellent sometimes. So flawed.
He really is. And then Jacob Elordi as the creature, just towering but sympathetic. You feel for him. He's carrying all the weight of Victor's monumental bullshit, physically and emotionally.
You really do.
Yeah.
And Mia Goth, pulling double duty. Genius.
Yeah, talk about that.
Well, she's both sides of Victor's obsession, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's Claire, the sort of tender, lost mother.
Right.
And then she's Elizabeth, the doomed fiancée. She's the ghost in the promise. It makes her totally central to the trauma.
It's like they're not just actors, they're building the theme right there,
Yeah.
setting the stage for this absolute disaster of a man.
Exactly. A complete mess. So let's dive into where that mess eventually takes him, the end point.
Okay, Act 1. We start in the Arctic. It's the end of the line, basically. And it looks miserable, but, like, visually stunning. A frozen hell.
It really is. Those sweeping aerial shots. The ship. The Nevsky.
Yeah.
Just trapped in the ice.
Under that crazy blood-red aurora, it looks more than just cold. It feels like, I don't know, like frozen grief or something.
That's a good way to put it. It's the perfect punishing place for a guy who's just completely pissed off at the world he tried and failed to conquer.
So the setting itself is like his internal state.
Absolutely. The Arctic frame, it's Victor's mind made real. He's brilliant, sure, but he's trapped. Trapped by the wreckage of his own ambition, literally surrounded by the consequences.
But Del Toro shows us where it starts, right? Even before Victor shows up on the ice.
Yeah, exactly. We meet Captain Anderson first, Lars Mikkelsen.
And he is the first real bastard we meet in the present timeline, yeah.
Just symptom.
Glory-hungry cunt.
Totally. He's screaming at his crew because they can't hack the ship free. Obsessed with the Northwest Passage. Doesn't give a shit about his men.
It's like a little preview of Victor's whole deal.
Yeah. It's the perfect microcosm. That ambition, right, unchecked, no matter the cost, the human toll. Anderson immediately connects to Victor. Del Toro's basically yelling at us. Ambitious cunts like this, they're the real danger.
So Anderson's abuse of his crew, it foreshadows Victor's later abuse.
Yeah, his much, much worse abuse of the creature, definitely.
And then Victor just stumbles out of the white, frostbitten, got that leg prosthetic.
Warning them about a monster that cannot die, and you just feel this doom settle over the ship. It's inevitable.
And the dread, it's not from gore, not yet. It's the sound, right?
Oh, the sound design is incredible. That massive crack of the ice, those guttural cries on the wind. You don't need blood right then. The environment itself is screaming danger.
Right. And then, boom, showtime. The creature appears.
Within minutes. Huge, scarred, those amber eyes.
Yeah.
Climbing the hull like something straight out of Bernie Wrightson. It looks amazing.
It just starts wrecking shit, tearing rails, throwing sailors around like they're nothing.
Bullets just bounce off that regenerating flesh.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
And the captain hits it with the harpoon cannon, which, okay, that's pretty metal.
It is pretty metal, yeah. Knocks it back into the freezing water, establishes this sheer physical threat. But it's all just fallout from Victor's own bullshit.
And Victor, all bandaged up, delivers the line, the one that sums it all up.
I made him, and he will not stop until I'm dead. It's everything, right? Confession, ownership, doom, and a whole lot of self-pity.
Okay, so let's rewind. Let's get into where all this bullshit actually started, because Act I really takes its time showing us exactly why Victor Frankenstein is so profoundly fucked up.
Yeah, the flashback structure is key. We go back to his childhood, this huge, opulent Victorian house. But it's cold.
Yeah, freezing. And the main feature isn't the fancy furniture, it's that massive angel of death statue in the entrance hall.
Right. Mortality isn't just lurking, it's like standing right there. Big stone welcome mat.
It's not subtle, but damn, it works. Death is a character in this house.
Totally. And this is where we meet the root cause. Baron Leopold Frankenstein, Charles Dance, stern physician, obsessed with anatomy.
Runs Victor's education like a boot camp. Those scenes are just, ugh, brutal.
Merciless. The anatomical drills, the tricuspid valve prevents backflow. Get it wrong.
You get the switch. A brutal whipping.
And the source material doesn't flinch. This is serious physical, emotional abuse. It shapes everything about Victor. You see him clutching that red cravat.
That cravat keeps coming back, doesn't it?
It's a huge motif. Symbolizes his mother's blood, the trauma, the passion that's literally beaten out of him. And the sound design. You feel those whippings. The sting, the kid's muffled crying. It echoes.
The only warmth he gets is from his mother, Claire. Mia Goth again, in those red veils.
Yeah, these fleeting, tender moments. She tries to teach him empathy, whispers that line, lysosymmetry, Victor God's design. The very idea he'll spend his life trying to destroy.
She's trying to give him some peace, some order.
And his father just smashes it. But then that light, it just gets snuffed out violently.
The mother's death scene. Claire hemorrhages, dies in agony, and Leopold, the great physician, completely fails to save her.
It's catastrophic. And we see her bloody handprint, staining infant Victor's shoulder. That image sticks.
This isn't just grief, it's like a narcissistic wound for Victor. He's completely pissed off, not just at his dad's failure, but at nature itself for letting it happen.
Exactly. And that rage becomes his life's mission. As a teenager, at her grave, he makes that vow, I'll conquer death where you failed.
That's all rooted in blame, isn't it? Inherited trauma. That's the moment the God complex really takes hold.
Absolutely. He's trying to fix his mother, yeah. But really, he's trying to spite his father, prove he's better than God, better than his dad.
And we see that bloom in adult Victor. Isaac plays him just perpetually wild-eyed. And that weird detail, the milk sipping.
Yeah, the obsessive milk sipping, and such a great character touch. It screams unstable focus, right? Like it's a perversion of innocence, of nourishment, trying to self-soothe like a child while doing these deeply blasphemous adult things.
He's jolting corpses with batteries, watching them twitch, gets kicked out of university for his bullshit science.
Calls it blasphemy. But he just throws Shelley back at them. Pursue nature to her hiding places. He's already a fanatic, driven by the need to overcome the mortality that took his mother.
So the whole first act, it's basically making the case that Victor is the real problem. The creature is just the consequence.
100%. Victor's the product of his father's monstrous abuse, and now he's set to repeat that cycle, weaponizing science against the world. He's internalized all that cruelty. If he can't be loved, he'll be feared. Or, God.
But that zealotry, that quote, pursue nature, it doesn't pay the bills right, especially for massive forbidden science projects. How does a broke, fucked up genius fund this madness?
Well, that's where things get even dirtier. It takes us right into Act 2.
Right, so Victor needs funding for his, let's call it morally flexible project. And he finds the one guy maybe even more consumed by hubris than he is.
Heinrich Harlander. Christoph Waltz. Oh, he's spectacularly awful.
An arms merchant. Seriously.
Yep. Pure corporate military hubris personified. And he's literally rotting from syphilis, hiding it behind fancy clothes and that mercury cane. He's desperate.
Desperate enough to fund Victor after seeing, what, a frog twitch?
Pretty much.
What?
A frog revival demo that, twitches violently, then dies again. The money is tainted from the very beginning.
Yeah.
It's blood money, essentially.
And Harlander wants a favor. Of course he does.
And it's just pure distilled greed, the ultimate fuck that to ethics. He wants Victor to set up a brain transfer.
Okay.
Pour it into a new body.
He wants to buy immortality, just like Victor, but purely for profit.
Exactly. And Victor actually says no, which is like maybe his one moment of something resembling ethics, though maybe he just didn't want to share the glory.
Could be. So Harlander gets pissed off.
Tries to sabotage the lightning rod in a rage. But then karma. He slips, falls, dies instantly.
Wow. So the corporate interference just removes itself?
Pretty much. Takes out the trash, lets Victor proceed without any outside moral breaks, which is maybe worse.
And while this is happening, Elizabeth shows up with Victor's little brother, William.
And here comes the edible stuff. Big time. Elizabeth, Mia Goth again, but she's in blue this time. She's dissecting insects. She's sharp, intellectual.
And she looks exactly like his dead mother.
Exactly like Claire. And boom, Victor's dark, unresolved mommy issues just ignite.
The color coding. Red for the dead mother, blue for the potential lover.
Totally deliberate. Red is trauma, violence, Claire. Blue is Elizabeth, maybe rebirth, intellectual spark. Victor's not looking for a wife. He's trying to rebuild his mother, fix the loss that drove him nuts.
And the tension between them
It
gives her that locket, right?
Yeah.
Etched with the symmetry symbol.
Yeah, a direct, fucked up callback to his mother's lesson he totally ignored. But Elizabeth, she sees through his bullshit.
He turns him down.
Warns him, you chase ghosts. Victor, life isn't a machine to fix. She sees the obsession, the self-deception, the fanatic under the genius.
But he doesn't listen?
No.
Of course not.
No way. His obsession is everything. We get that montage of him preparing the creature. It's gruesome, but meticulous.
Stitching together parts from tall soldiers. That alabaster skin. The scars.
The scars are so specific, like those Bernie Wrightson illustrations. It's treated like this piece of grotesque art, hubristic art.
Then the ritual itself. Victor climbs the tower. He's in black, but wearing those bright red surgical gloves.
Connecting right back to his mother's death, the blood, the trauma. And he's installing rods not just over the heart or brain, but the lymphatic system.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned that. Why the lymph? That's weirdly specific.
It has to be symbolic. Del Toro loves his bodily fluid symbolism. Lymphatic system, milky lymph fluid. It's not creation from red blood and violence. It's creation from, well, another kind of milk. A sterile, maybe perverse kind of rebirth.
Milky lymph suggests something unnatural, maybe even contaminated purity.
Exactly. It sets his creation apart from just, a bloody zombie. It's different, weirder.
And the birth scene itself, it's not what you expect, is it?
Not at all. It's almost quiet. Electricity, yeah. The creature gasps, bursts out. Bald, translucent skin. But the key thing, it's smiling, innocently, at Victor.
Not a monster roaring, an infant.
That's the first real tragedy. It should be terrifying, loud, monstrous. Instead, it's vulnerable, a newborn. And Victor, the product of all that trauma, he can't handle vulnerability. He can handle corpses and lightning, sure. But parental responsibility, fuck that.
So for like a second, Victor almost gets it right. He actually shows some tenderness.
A fleeting moment, yeah. In the lab, post-creation, he's nurturing the creature, saying things like, we are of the same make. It's possessive, sure, but it's something.
Animals aren't scared of it. They nuzzle it. It recognizes the innocence.
He's trying to teach it words. Victor, the creature, echoes it back. It's this brief, fragile bond, but it's absolutely doomed.
Because of Victor's own fucked up psychology.
Completely. His unresolved trauma just poisons everything. The creature is clumsy, struggles with speech, and then Elizabeth visits.
And she's just kind to it.
Simple kindness, bandages a wound, shares some leaves, acknowledges its humanity, and that simple act, it triggers Victor's deep, twisted insecurity, his jealousy.
He completely loses his shit, starts screaming, he's a mistake.
This is the pivot, the absolute turning point. Victor Frankenstein stops being a tragic figure and just fully becomes his father. He becomes the outright cunt of the story.
He embraces the abuse cycle.
100%. Drags the creature down to the dungeon, cages it, and then, just like Leopold did to him, he whips it with a switch, snarling, disappoint me no more.
Jesus. The trauma just comes full circle. He tried to conquer death, but instead he just conquered his own conscience, became the thing he hated.
And Elizabeth sees it plain as day. She confronts him, hits him with maybe the most important line, "You're the monster, empathy isn't blasphemy."
Cuts deeper than any whip, that line. But Victor's too far gone, too pissed off.
Too blinded by his own failure and jealousy. He can't hear it. He's already decided to destroy the creature just because someone else showed it kindness. It's pathetic.
So his rage just takes over. He sets the tower on fire.
Yeah, total destructive rage. Mocks the creature's pleas to live. Burn and spare me your life. The creature dives into the sea. Victor assumes it's dead.
This isn't science gone wrong anymore. This is attempted murder. Destroying the evidence of his moral collapse.
Exactly. But Victor doesn't get away clean. His leg gets mangled in the fire, in the collapse. That's when he gets the prosthetic we saw him with in the Arctic.
So he's physically scarred now, too, mirroring the creature. And psychologically.
Haunted. Visions of a burning angel. Claire's silhouette in the flames. He's literally burned his past, his creation, and crippled his own future.
Which slams us right back to the present, on the Nevsky. Victor's just finished his long, self-serving story about his genius and how everyone wronged him.
Yeah, like 5 hours of poor me, but then bam, the narrative twist. The creature crashes into the cabin, bloodied, scarred, but healing.
And says,
my turn. Boom. End of Victor's bullshit narrative. It's such a brilliant move. Signals Victor's unreliable narrator status is done. Now we get the truth.
I love that. Heard the creator's version, now the creation gets its say. Okay, so now it's the creature story. Scarred, doesn't remember anything at first, wandering in a black coat.
Yeah, and the sources really emphasize the CGI work here. It's visceral. Him killing wolves in self-defense, fur flying. He's a survivor from the start. Defensive, not malicious, just confused instinct.
He's learning the hard way, alone. This part follows the book's DeLacy arc, right? But maybe faster.
Yeah, condensed, but faithful. He finds that cottage, hides in the wall, spies on the blind old man. David Bradley, great casting, teaching his granddaughter Anna Maria.
And he starts helping them? Secretly?
Chopping wood, leaving milk.
Yeah.
Trying to earn a place through quiet acts. He wants connection, wants to be good. It's innate, totally separate from Victor. He gets called a forest spirit.
And his mind starts waking up. That scene where the blind man touches his hand.
Revelation. The elder, because he can't see the scars, just accepts him, a friend at last. That's where he learns language, philosophy, from the books the old man reads.
Ozymandias, Genesis, Job. Those three are crucial.
Absolutely foundational for his identity. Ozymandias shows him hubris decays, power falls. Like Victor.
Genesis makes him feel like Adam, the first son, but totally alone, no Eve.
And Job teaches him about suffering for no damn reason. He takes all three in and lands on that line. I am Adam and Satan in one.
That duality, it comes purely from his isolation and learning, right? Proves he could have been good.
Exactly. Even a stitched abomination, left alone, leans towards good. But the world insists he's a monster.
And then the world proves it. He finds those papers back at the lab ruins.
Victor's notes, unnatural, stitched abomination. The grief of learning how he was made. Just careless, cruel bullshit. It's crushing.
And right on top of that, more tragedy. He finds the old blind man, mauled by wolves.
Just brutal. But the creature, in this protective rage, kills the wolves, avenges the old man, cradles him as he's dying.
And the old man says,
"You're my son now." Just fuck. Most heartbreaking, fucked up moment of acceptance.
Because it lasts about 2 seconds, the family comes back.
Sees the scene, assumes the worst, blasts him, shotgun, face, heart. Total rejection after that one tiny moment of connection.
But he regenerates.
Flees in agony and realizes this immortality. It's not a gift, it's a curse, perpetual torment. This pushes him over an edge temporarily.
Into survival mode. Hunting sailors for warmth, defense, self-defense rips, brain splattering. It sounds brutal.
It is, but the source is clear. It's defensive. And crucially, later on, he spares Captain Anderson, which hints at the mercy we see later.
So it reinforces the idea of the creature kills defensively out of desperation. Victor kills intentionally out of jealousy and rage.
Victor is the killer, the monster, the architect of all this shit, even before the wedding night.
All right, the wedding night. The collision course ends here. Creature tracks Victor down. Elizabeth is in white. Very Bride of Frankenstein, right? The veils.
Oh yeah, total homage. Elegant, almost like mummy wrappings. The venue is lavish, but the tension is just thick.
And the confrontation happens where?
In the crypt, under the chapel, bathed in this sickly green light. Perfect Gothic setting.
And the creature makes its demand.
The one thing he wants. Make me a companion and my solitude. He's asking for kinship, an end to the isolations, not revenge, not violence, just connection.
And Victor, being the complete bullshit artist that he is,
refuses, flat out, and it's pure selfishness. One devil was enough. He can't even stand the idea of his creation having happiness, having someone. His jealousy is just pathological. He actually throws the creature across the crypt.
But then Elizabeth steps in.
This changes everything. She comes into the crypt, sees past the scars, sees the raw humanity, and embraces him tenderly, calls him pure like untouched snow, speaks his name.
She's giving him the empathy Victor never could.
Exactly. And that is the final trigger for Victor. Seeing the creature receive kindness, connection, it proves the creature can connect, and that Victor's the only one broken beyond repair. His jealousy just explodes.
Goes totally off the rails, grabs a shotgun.
Fires wildly, completely unhinged, and Elizabeth shields the creature, takes the bullet.
Her white dress blooms red. That color motif again. Loss, trauma.
Devastating. And her dying words to the creature. Love is to find and lose. She validates his humanity even as she dies because of Victor's monstrousness.
And Victor's immediate reaction.
The ultimate betrayal. Frames the creature, screams, "Murderer," as the mob arrives.
But in the chaos, William gets hurt.
Yeah, the creature, reacting instinctively, maybe trying to get away, unintentionally ragdolls William. Cracked skull, another innocent destroyed by Victor's vortex of shit.
And William, His last words.
To Victor.
Yeah.
The final nail in the coffin. You
Yeah.
are the monster.
That line from his dying brother. It seals it. Victor is the cunt responsible for all of it. The abuse, the rejection, Elizabeth, now William. Everything. And the creature, what's the last image of him here? Carrying Elizabeth's body away. Into the forest. Mourning. The focus isn't a chase, it's just intimate loss. The true victim mourning the victim of the true villain.
Okay, so we snap back again. The Arctic pursuit. The final chase. This is where Victor earns that broken body we saw at the start.
Yeah, the montage shows him relentlessly hunting the creature north. This is where he pays the physical price. The dynamite in the cave.
Yeah, meant to kill the creature. But it scars them both. The creature holds the blast to its chest, survives. Victor loses his other leg. Now he's totally dependent on the kind of tech he abused. Poetic justice, maybe.
And the creature vows,
Okay.
torment you eternally?
Yeah, but crucially, it doesn't kill him. It spares Victor's life. This is huge.
The turning point.
Absolutely. The source explicitly says this act of not taking revenge comes from the empathy inherited from Claire, from Elizabeth. He breaks the cycle of abuse Victor couldn't.
So the torment isn't killing him, it's making him live with the guilt.
Exactly. Withheld forgiveness as the ultimate punishment, making Victor suffer the consequences. But eventually, that gives way.
Back on the Nevsky, Victor's dying. For real this time. And he finally, let's go.
Finally drops the hubris, clasps the creature's hand, and gives the full confession, the repentance. Forgive me, son, for creation's pain, Elizabeth's blood, my father's shadow in me.
He admits it all, calls him son, acknowledges the generational trauma.
He does. Now, whether he deserves forgiveness after all that bullshit,
Yeah,
that's a question. Is it genuine or just easing his own conscience at the end?
good question. But the creature's response.
Tears welling up, and he says, live if you cannot die.
Which is...
Wow, the only logical thing an immortal burdened with sorrow could say, right? Victor dies. Burden lifted maybe, but still accountable.
And then that final act, the kiss.
Oh, man. The creature kisses Victor's forehead, whispers, Victor. The first word it learned, the name of its maker, its tormentor, its father. It's that Del Toro optimism maybe,
Sure.
shining through the darkness. Acceptance, but on the creature's terms now.
And Captain Anderson, the glory-hungry cunt from the start.
He's seen everything. Victor's complete breakdown. He's transformed. He actually shields the creature from the crew. Let him go. He knows who the real monster was. Lets the victim find some peace.
So the epilogue. The ship heads south. The creature steps off.
Into the snow, arms wide to the sunrise. That alabaster skin glowing. A tear tracing the scars. The source mentions the sun, visual pun, tying it all together.
He's free, not Victor's creation anymore.
He's his own being. It's ambiguous hope. Not happiness, maybe not companionship, but autonomy. Existence outside Victor's shadow. He earned that sunrise. It's a powerful ending. Masterfully handles the tragedy without being totally bleak. Hashtag outro.
Okay, let's cut the crap one last time. Summing up the emotional train wreck of this seriously fucked up story.
Yeah, it's a deep, deep dive into generational trauma. Victor's dad, a tyrannical cunt. Victor became that monster, and the creature paid the price. Solitude, rejection, all of it.
And the final victory. It isn't revenge, it's forgiveness. Breaking that toxic cycle.
That's the Del Toro triumph. It lifts Frankenstein from just horror into, poetry of heartbreak. The focus is intimate. The tower, the cottage, it's all about personal failure, abuse, not just big, scary monster stuff.
And those motifs we talked about, red for trauma, blue for hope, that weird milky...
It all serves that one agonizing emotional story. It works.
All right, final provocative thought for you listeners, you twisted bastards. That Byron quote at the end. The heart will break, yet brokenly live on. So if the creature only found forgiveness, only found autonomy, after its creator was dead, after the source of the trauma was gone, what does that really say? About breaking free from that kind of deep, inherited bullshit?
Yeah. What monster in your own past, your own history, do you need to forgive? Or maybe just bury to finally step into your own damn sunrise?
Go ponder that bullshit.
We'll see you next time.
On The Deep Dive.